discretion is advised. The following episode of Scary Parre contains graphic descriptions, disturbing subject matter, and real-life accounts of violence, crime, and trauma. These stories may be unsettling and are not suitable for children or viewers who are sensitive to graphic content. The content presented is for educational and discussion purposes only. We do not glorify violence, nor do we intend to exploit the victims involved. Listener discretion is strongly advised. If you choose to continue, brace yourself.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Scary Parre Podcast. I'm so happy to have you guys here tonight with us. And tonight we are discussing part 2 of the Kenneka Jenkins case. Okay, part 2 of the Kenneka Jenkins case. So we are stepping deeper into one of internet's most controversial death investigations. And it's not just myself here tonight. Who else do I have in the building with me? We can't hear you. It's muted. Okay, try it again.
It's your girl, Mila B.
And the B stands for about to break down this case and wrap it up. So I am super excited because I done some deep diving and digging today alone with this case. And honey, I got some stuff. Like, I got some more theories, some more conspiracies. Because really what we're going heavy on is not just about the freezer, the conspiracies, the questions. We're also diving into the settlement that her mom received today. Or not today, but we're also diving into the settlement that her mom received. So a 19-year-old disappears. Let's kind of recap. Disappears after a hotel party. Surveillance footage shows her stumbling through empty hallways, and hours later, she is found dead inside a hotel freezer. Police say it was an accident. The internet says it was something darker. And somewhere between the facts, the rumors, the lawsuits, and the unanswered questions lies the reason the world still talks about Kenneka Jenkins almost decades later. And that is the unknown. Literally the unknown. So, Mila, since we've last discussed this Kenneka Jenkins case, have you done some research and found anything new out or anything like that?
Not as far as, the same stuff that you found about her mom accepting a settlement, and once the money ran out, she started talking.
Okay, so we're on the same page with the fact that yes, the money ran out and she started talking. So we're on the same page as that, right? Okay. 1 second. Trying to just get this share on real quick. And if you are viewing the live right now, make sure you like, comment, repeat, share the live. But for the most part, I need you guys, if you're on Facebook, head on over to the Scary Parre YouTube. Pretty soon we will no longer be on the Facebook platform. So head on over to the Scary Parre YouTube page, comment, like the video, get involved in the conversation. Let us know some of the theories that you have regarding this topic and regarding this case. Alrighty, Smiler Brazy, are you ready to dive on in? Okay. The moment everything changed. At approximately 12:25 a.m. on September 10th, 2017, a Crown Plaza Hotel employee made a horrifying discovery. Inside a walk-in freezer was the body of 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins. Now imagine being that employee, opening that freezer door, cold air rushing out, and realizing somebody had been inside the freezer for hours. Possibly alive at one point, or possibly trying to get out. Then imagine alone that image alone haunted the internet because people immediately begin asking, how does someone accidentally end up in the hotel freezer? I don't know about you, But that was my question too. And I couldn't piece it together as to how does she, because last week we watched the videos, right? You and I watched the videos. We saw how she was stumbling all in the hotel and things like that. And we saw that she was alone. So how does someone who is that inebriated and that intoxicated, how is she able to functionally pull the door open? And then my research today, the other camera angles that are in that kitchen still don't show her going into the freezer, which is something we talked about last week. It still does not show her actively going into the freezer. But I also found something else out as well. That part of the hotel during that time was under reconstruction.
What you mean?
It was under reconstruction. So they were fixing or demolishing or whatever they were doing to that part of the hotel. It was supposed to be blocked off because it was under reconstruction. No one was supposed to be there at all.
I mean, to this day, they still don't have nothing to the point where you can't go past a certain point. Like certain hotels got a whole lock and key system. They still don't have that. So I don't believe that.
I do. I believe that it was under construction, but do I believe that they had it blocked off like how they should have? No, I definitely don't think they had it blocked off like how they should. And the only reason why I believe it was under construction was because I did the extra research today, and there was construction logs for the employees that were there, the construction employees that were there working on that side of the hotel. Now,
Not
here's
at night,
where,
I said, but not at night though.
No, of course not at night. The whole thing I'm getting at with that is that that area, with it being under construction, from reports, was supposed to be blocked off, but it wasn't. And then also what kind of dinged off in my head too is, and I'm going somewhere with this because I have a witness statement that I'm going to, an alleged witness statement that I'm going to read. But what dinged off in my head was, if this part is under reconstruction, that refrigerator or freezer wouldn't have been on. Because the hotel would have no use for it. The hotel wasn't even using the kitchen because it was under reconstruction. They didn't have a functioning kitchen. So if the kitchen is down and not functionable, that freezer is not on, which is why, and I don't know if you looked into it, and I'm not showing those photos on here because they are graphic. When they found her body, she had on jeans, and she had on the jean jacket, and she had on the little tube top that she was wearing, but she was filthy. Like her clothes were filthy, like she had been struggling and she had been rolling on the floor, like she just looked dirty.
Like somebody, not like she been rolling on the floor. I don't know. I seen this video where she had got, somebody was pushing a almost like a flatbed, and it had like they thought it was her body, but it's like security pushing the flatbed with something on it, and it had fell off, and it was like heavy to pick up. So they saying it was her body. So I don't think she was struggling. I just think they tossed her around.
Hang on, because we get ready to get into something, and I think it's gonna change your whole perspective. Okay. So the freezer itself. Let's go back to the freezer itself. This became one of the biggest internet debates. So people online began obsessing over the freezer door, which is me. I'm people online because I'm obsessing with her being so inebriated. How was she able to open that heavy freezer door? I've worked for food industries, and the freezer door is one of the heaviest things besides the fryer in that place. So, and then the locking mechanism. So the door, when she opened it, with it locking behind her, and then whether or not it could be opened from the inside, or whether someone could become trapped in. So police stated that there was no evidence that Kenneka was physically forced into the freezer. Investigators believe she wandered into the kitchen area while heavily impaired and entered the freezer herself. But conspiracy theories exploded because many people believe that the freezer door looked difficult to open and she would have realized it was freezing immediately. Someone in her condition may not have had the strength or awareness to escape. Okay, so here's my problem, right? I did some digging. Okay, I did some digging. And there is an alleged witness statement in the Kenneka Jenkins case. The reason why I say there is an alleged witness statement is because they didn't charge anybody with her death. As far as I know,
They don't have proof. They can't charge anybody.
They don't have proof. However, this alleged witness statement, if the police actually followed through, probably would have gave us our proof. Are you ready to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
You
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Are you ready to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the witness statement in the alleged witness statement, and I keep saying alleged because I can't say for actual factual if this is an actual factual witness statement. This is just some of the research that I've done, and it's pretty close to actual factual. So let's go. On September 9th, 2017, and this is the witness talking here, okay? On September 9th, 2017, at about maybe 2:30 a.m., I went to the Crown Plaza Hotel to chill with my boy Macho, who works as the midnight security. Maybe twice a week, I go there to spark up with Nacho on his break. We go down to the kitchen area that is closed and we smoke up in the cooler. Usually it's just me and Macho, but on this night, there was an older man who looked like a janitor smoking with us. Macho introduced us, but I forgot his name. So maybe about 15 to 20 minutes into our session, some drunk chick came walking into the cooler. Everybody, including the girl, stopped and stared. The girl looked drunk and a little surprised. But when she looked at Macho, she seemed to recognize him. Then she started to smirk, walking towards us. She asked Macho what was he doing down here smoking that stink stuff when Macho giggled and asked her what was she doing down here. She almost fell to the side and said those girls taking too long with her stuff and she need air. She was talking with her eyes closed and it was hard to hear her. She told Macho she feels funny. Then Macho grabbed her by her waist and told her he will make her feel better. Macho started looking at us, smiling, and started to take her pants down. She could barely resist, but she was asking him what was he doing. Macho started to from behind, and her body was limp with no energy, and soon me and the other guy went. I felt stupid for it. Macho went to go again, but started getting crazy and bit her. That's when she finally got some energy and grabbed Macho's face and smacked him. Macho got mad, so he picked her up and slammed her right on her face. She started bleeding. We told Macho to chill, but he was pissed. He put a bag over her head and she was on the floor fighting. Then we stopped him and he took it off. Macho picked her up and threw her in one of the freezers. She was still alive, but was coughing and crying. Macho turned the freezer on and shut the lights off and told us, let's go. The next day, Macho told me she died and the family and friends were causing trouble but not to worry because his guy would hold us down. I can't believe it went this far. We were just having fun. Thoughts?
I mean, they had
That was
already
a lot.
no, because I seen the video already for it.
Uh-huh.
It's a video on TikTok saying security guard did that, but
Mm.
they said that's where the whole flatbed came in at. They said the older security guard or one of the security guards had a flatbed and it had a body with a bag in it,
Mm.
and
Mm.
it had fell off and it was a blood stain on the floor. So that I had already seen the video for it. I seen it on TikTok. It's just I didn't know what happened before then. They just said he had a body on, the flatbed.
Okay.
Or what
Okay.
seems to appear to be a body on a flatbed.
Okay. So,
But they said he
oh,
got charged for it.
but that's the thing though. I'm not seeing anybody get charged.
They said the older man got charged.
He did?
Or a security guard got charged.
Really? Yeah. So when I read this, I was just like, wow. To me, it was very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It was very heavy because then I was like, because I remember when the case first broke, I kept saying like when the photos first broke and me and my friend Markina was trying to be crime stoppers, I kept saying this girl looks filthy, Markina. Like she looks dirty. She looks dirty. Like she looks like she was fighting. Looks like it was a struggle. Looks like she rolled all over the ground. And I was like, well, maybe when she was walking through the hotel, maybe she fell a couple times and the cameras just didn't pick that up. But now this would explain why she looked dirty. Why when they found her on that floor and like she looked like she had been fighting. She looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy work. To me, it was crazy work. But furthermore, when he said Macho turned the freezer on, isn't that I'm battling with that. So when he said Macho turned the freezer on, that also kind of was like, huh, it makes sense now. It was under construction. The freezer was never supposed to be on. First of all, they weren't even supposed to be down there smoking in that area. But because nobody really goes down there except for the construction workers, they felt like it was okay. Which that would explain why any barricades was moved.
What you mean?
Like anything to close off that area for construction purposes. That would explain why because it was probably moved out the way. If this is correct, and if they were in there for about 15 to 20 minutes into their session, the little spot for them to get in there too, they probably created an opening. That's how she got there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they were there 15, 20 minutes into their session and she's walking in there, they created that opening, whatever barricade that they had. It's null and void.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like her and the other dude, I feel like they've had something before because he said she looked at him like, like she knew him.
Right. So just using the inference here or inferring here, she definitely knew Macho because according to this, she where is it at? She looked at Macho. She seemed to recognize him. Then she started to smirk and she walked towards us. She asked Macho what he was doing down here that smoking that stink stuff. Then Macho giggled. So, and then also let's take some things into account here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She just came from a party that had 31 people in there in that party. What if she really didn't know Macho, right? But she saw him upstairs at that party that she was at. when she left, because she was drunk and inebriated, she kind of saw that was a familiar face. Like she met him in passing at the party, like this macho, this, all right, cool, and kept it pushing. But she saw him in passing at that party.
No, because the dude said he came up there to see his friend because he was working, so he wasn't at the party.
Yeah, Macho was working. He was working at overnight security, but remember they said that one of their friends who worked at the hotel. Sorry, I glitched out. My bad. I had a brain moment and it just said, phew, the whole brain just stopped. um, but remember they said that a couple of their friends worked at that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, not to mention, and this is totally like off key or whatever, but let's go ahead and dive a little further too. Girl, they booked that hotel room with a fraudulent credit card.
What are you talking about?
They booked that hotel room with somebody else's credit card, like somebody way third party than them. Didn't even know them from a can of paint.
They had a what's it called? CPN. Or whatever. CNC. Nope, that's not it. CPN. Yeah, sorry.
That's gross.
My bad.
That's just gross. Okay, so let's kind of talk about something. Let's dive into some missing camera angles, okay? So one of the biggest reasons this case exploded online was because the surveillance footage felt incomplete to viewers. The released footage showed Kenneka walking alone, stumbling through hallways, leaning against walls, entering kitchen-related areas, but the public never saw a clear video of her entering the freezer. Her final moments, or what happened inside the kitchen immediately before her death, let alone after. So here's where I feel like the witness statement kind of gets a little touchy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we have saw on camera them going into the kitchen?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
There's multiple ways to get in the kitchen, especially a hotel kitchen.
Okay. So there's that. And then I also thought he said in his witness statement, he said that his friend said, I'll take care of it. So what if his friend, and then his, let me go back to it. The next day, Macho told me she died and the family and friends were causing trouble, but not to worry because his guy would hold us down. So then that had me thinking, Macho already works security for the hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Does his friend also work like in security at the hotel and deeper into it? We don't know that. We weren't
the one.
Not this friend, not the witness. I'm talking about the one he's talking about that will hold him down.
He said, I thought it was a janitor.
No, not that. He's talking about his boy will hold him down. I highly doubt he's talking about that janitor. I think that janitor just so happened to be a cause of casualty that day. He shouldn't have even been there. I don't even think the janitor was there. I just think that they had to pin the bulk of it on somebody.
That's what I'm thinking they're talking about when they say he's gonna hold us down.
I'm definitely thinking they talking about somebody else because Macho was a security guard, and I'm thinking he had a little security guard friend too there who worked as a security guard. Just me and this Matt Nat's gonna fight. He had a security guard that worked there too, or maybe he was in deeper IT and was able to wipe those videos of them even in the kitchen. Because how do we have a video? Like there was one video I saw today that actually showed like a panoramic view of the kitchen. It showed every angle of that kitchen. Mm-hmm. There was no way that we wouldn't have been able to see them walking into the kitchen. Like from any angle, even if it was from the back, we would still be able to see them walk into the kitchen.
I mean, not necessarily, like you said, unless they got somebody in IT. But I told you,
And that's my whole
all
thing.
security guards have access to the cameras.
And I believe it. All security guards have access to the camera. Security guards can. I mean, that would be my whole thing. Did they wipe it? You know, because that would explain why the footage was missing. So let's tap into internet theory number 2. The internet feels like the footage was edited. People online became convinced that videos were missing, timestamps looked strange, frames skipped, and some clips appeared delayed or distorted. Conspiracy channels claimed surveillance was tampered with and hotel staff covered up something. Evidence was intentionally removed. Some internet detectives even slowed footage frame by frame, trying to identify shadows and reflections. Girl, I tell you, the internet is undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is undefeated. Anytime I don't know about you, but I'm scared to do a crime. I am completely terrified to do a crime. Don't say it on here. Don't say it on here. Don't say it on here, because you gonna step. Don't say it on here.
Okay.
Don't say it on here. I'm completely terrified. And I'm terrified because our internet, Beyonce's internet here, has the top tier detectives. Some of these people need to be in the police academy, in the FBI force, in the CIA task force. They need to be a part of that, because
some people don't want to do that, because that who wants to fuck with 12? Nobody.
Girl, bye. I hate that little gangster stuff. Like, what?
Don't nobody want to fuck with 12. So it's like if they friends become it's like telling somebody that grew up in the hood, that's from the trenches, oh, I'm going to the police academy. You working with the feds?
Well, good job. I'm proud of you for bettering your life. I'm sorry that you are an upstanding citizen and you're not from the trenches like I am. Like, be so for real.
Don't nobody think like that, Perry.
A lot of people think like that.
No, they don't. Like that. A lot of suburbians think like that. A lot of
out south. I'll take it. I'm suburban. I'll take it. I'll eat that up. Suburban. Green is like, come on now.
Green as fuck.
Like
green as fuck on St. Patty's. It's crazy.
Girl, I am the St. Patty's. Like,
hell no.
Like, be so for real. And it's just, but it's crazy to me how literally the internet took this case and blew up with it. So Facebook live videos, let's talk about that too. This is where the case became internet infamous. I mean, this is where it blew up. At the party, several people recorded Facebook live videos.
Yeah.
And viewers became obsessed with analyzing every second. So we had Jane over there in the corner recording. We had the other girl who was sitting on the bed, Irene. We're going to call her Irene because I think that was her alias name, Irene.
No,
we had her sitting on the... That's her name?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had Irene sitting on the bed with the reflective glasses capturing a crime as it was happening. And being a setup artist, and then we had a couple. What?
So my gears in my head started going. He probably was at the party. She probably turned him down.
Okay. Now your gears are spinning in the direction that I was trying to get them to go earlier, but you weren't picking up when I was putting down. But now that you picked it up, hello, how you doing? I'm glad to see you're here. All right. So. Yes, she probably turned him down at that party. And he probably was like, so in my mind, I'm picturing, she goes, why are you here? Like, cause she's drunk. So she's like, how did you get here? Cause she's trying to figure out how he got in the same vicinity as where she's at, because she doesn't really know where she's at. Mm-hmm. So she's like, why are you down here smoking that? Stuff like that. And he goes, yeah. Because in his mind, he started plotting on her as soon as he saw her come through that door. Crazy, right? Crazy. So, like I was saying, what people claim they saw in those lives. So, like I said, they had quite a few lives going on at that time of the party. So, what they claimed they saw was Kenneka unconscious in the background. That was one. Someone calling for help, which we heard that in the video that we played last week. Disturbing sounds, the reflections in the sunglasses, someone hiding information, and friends behaving suspiciously. So, coincidentally, I did some research. All of her close friends went live that night in different areas of that hotel.
I mean, yeah, because they study telling us it's not what y'all think. Like we didn't do shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like y'all didn't. They was actually telling the truth. They didn't do shit. The most thing they could probably say they did, somebody roofied her.
And I'm still heavy on that. I'm still heavy on that.
What you mean?
I'm still heavy on. Okay, this is this is a conspiracy. Please don't take what I said. Don't be trying to tussle with me in the comments. I don't have the time or patience for it. Don't be trying to fight me in the comments. I still think Kenneka was payment. I still think she was payment for the room. Even though they put it on a fraudulent credit card, I still think that she was and I'm so sorry for that girl,
I
that
don't
she
think
was
so.
the sacrificial lamb for the room.
I
I'll
can't see
take it.
that.
You can't subscribe to it, but I'm buying a 3-month subscription.
3 months is crazy.
I'm buying a 3-month subscription to it because I just feel like I'm not wrong. It's Scary Parre. I'm never wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Type shit.
Okay. So let's talk about the autopsy controversy, and then we're gonna. But before we get into the autopsy controversy, are you okay over there?
My ankle rolled.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's a lot going on. Okay, before we get into the autopsy controversy, let's go ahead and let's get into some paratisments. So this is the part of the show. It's my favorite part of the show. It is where we discuss all things that are happening in the Kansas City area. Paratisments, yay! Spirit fingers. Alrighty, good job, Mila. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Our first paratisement is from our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Cuts by D-Lo. His books are open. You can scan that QR code, or you can go to Cuts by D-Lo on Instagram, click his link, and book your appointment to get your cut, your retwist, your color, all that good stuff. So make sure you do that. Our next advertisement, we have the Get It Off Your Chest kickball game, aka Get Out in the Field. It is Father's Day weekend. Let me move this. Father's Day weekend, June 21st at 3 p.m. at Tower Park. It is $5 to play. Spectators are free. And the drinks and snacks, the concessions are done by Treat Me Crazy because the treats make you go crazy. So you can reach out to myself to get more information as far as the kickball game. Terry, host of the show, or Craig, aka CJ, you can reach out to him as well. But it is Get It Out in the Field, presented by Get It Off Your Chest kickball game, June 21st at 3 p.m. Okay. Our next paratisement, we have Paint My Body, June 20th. Man, Father's Day weekend is just going up. It's going to eat the girlies down. We got June 20th, 2026, Our Bodies, Your Canvas, Paint My Body. You can scan that QR code to get your Paint My Body tickets. Or you can reach out to me and I'll send you the link to the Eventbrite to get your Paint My Body ticket as well. This is an event dedicated strictly for the fathers, but women, you can come too. Come out, enjoy the canvas of the bodies, paint my name on a body. If you know it's real. Our next one here, this is our newest sponsor, Wands and Ledgers Tax Solutions. Wands and Ledgers Tax Solutions. They are currently doing a promo, and with that promo it allows you to get your pending or any IRS penalties that you have, any fees that you occurred during COVID from 2020 to 2023. It allows you to receive help with those penalties. So you can reach out to Wands and Wonders Tax Solutions at that QR code there, and you can use code Parre PARRE capital T for your services. If you need a website to go to for that, hit that website right there. It is www.wandsandledgers.com, and it is partnered with Hannah Percher. You can reach out to her on Facebook as well as Instagram, all that good stuff. But for now, scan that QR code in the corner of that screen over there. And then for my TikTok viewers, scan that QR code right there to go ahead and get your thing scheduled, your consultation scheduled. And just in case for those of y'all who need the QR code a little bigger, there it is for you. And it is Wands and Ledgers Tax Solutions. Alrighty, and before I move forward from paratisments, Smiler Brazy, did you have any paratisments that you would like to discuss?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and let's get into the second half of the show. We are going to talk about the autopsy controversy. I want to give a shout out to everybody who is following on TikTok, everybody who is following on Instagram and Facebook. But I need you guys to go on over to the YouTube side of the Scary Parre Podcast and subscribe over there. Hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when we go live. It is Scary Parre Podcast on YouTube. All right, you ready to dive on in? Let's dive on in. I can do it now. No, not yet.
No.
Okay, I'm still learning in progress. I'm still a work in progress. Wow.
What?
Shout out to the gift givers on TikTok. You guys are awesome.
Wait.
Wow. Let's go ahead and let's get into the autopsy controversy. So the Cook County, huh?
Say it again.
I said it right. Autopsy.
It's a stupid. You brought your raggedy ass nuts over here.
I'm weak as hell. Okay, not too much on the nets. Let's get into the. What's it called, Miley? You say it.
Autopsy.
I think that's right.
Autopsy.
I don't think that's right.
Autopsy.
I don't think that's right. Okay, let's get into the autopsy controversy. The Cook County Medical Examiner ruled the cause of death was hypothermia, the manner of the death was accidental, and the toxicology reportedly found alcohol intoxication and topiramate in her system.
Mm-hmm.
Topiramate is commonly prescribed for migraines, epilepsy, and certain neurological conditions. Neurological condition. I don't think I said that right.
Come on.
Moving forward. This is where we have internet theory number 4. Many people online believe she had been drugged or she was set up. I am going with the setup theory, and I'm doing a 3-month subscription to She Was Set Up. We just got a galaxy. I'm doing a 3-month subscription to We Was Set Up. I'm trying not to geek out. To She Was Set Up. She was definitely set up.
She was not.
She was definitely set up.
No, she wasn't.
So what? So if she wasn't set up, and I'm sorry, I'm not yelling at you. But I definitely feel like she was set up. And the reason why I feel like she was set up, are you ready?
Yep.
I feel like she was set up because why would y'all want to drug her?
What do you mean, Parre?
Why would you want to drug her? If you're not trying to set her up, what is you drugging her for? Made you cough. Aha.
First I was sneeze.
Made you sneeze. Aha. No, but anyway, bless you. Are you okay?
They act like, or not even that. You act like people don't get drugged all the time. That's why they tell you to cover your drink with a napkin. Poke a hole through the napkin and cover it.
So you're listen, Linda. Listen, if you're drugging somebody, the intent is to make them unconscious so that you could do what? You could hurt that person, right?
That don't mean they set her up.
Right? Okay. I didn't say that. Listen.
You did.
Oh, you see this? You see this? You see it?
It's better than making your ass itch. Okay. I'm just saying, I'd rather.
Let's go ahead and get to the $10 million settlement. That nerve, you want it.
I'd rather do that than make your ass itch.
The $10 million settlement. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. So years later, Kenneka's family reached a reported $10 million settlement connected to the wrongful death lawsuit. Now, here's what's important about a settlement. A settlement does not automatically mean that murder occurred, criminal guilt was admitted, or a cover-up was proven. But for many people online, the settlement validated their suspicion that something about the situation was seriously mishandled. So, let's dive into this settlement. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I did my research on how we got here. So, originally, her settlement, she requested with the settlement, she was suing for $50 million. Okay?
Well, she only got 10.
She only got 10. From Kenneka Jenkins' mother stated that she settled for the $10 million because the lawyers allegedly would not let her out of the room when it came time to settle. They coerced her into taking that settlement. And then after she took that settlement, they instructed her that she was not allowed to talk about the Kenneka Jenkins case anymore because she took that settlement.
They made her sign an NDA.
She said they made her sign an NDA. She never wanted to take that settlement for $10 million, but they would not let her leave.
Girl, I would have went up to 50. I would have got my 50. Or
I'm trying to tell you.
Whatever.
I'm trying to tell you.
Now, 10, especially if you don't want to talk.
Yes, you wouldn't have stopped me at 10, especially if I can't keep ringing the bell for my baby. You wouldn't have stopped me at 10. Like, I can't.
She can't say her name.
So, now, they are saying, Internet Theory number 6 is saying the settlement money was hush money. Some internet users believe the settlement was meant to silence the family, which it did, and the hotel wanted the story to disappear. In all honesty, if I was a business owner, somebody passed away in my establishment, the first thing I'm going to want is for that story to disappear. I don't want any negative outlook on my business. Mm-hmm. So of course the hotel wanted the story to disappear. And then some people say that someone feared trial. Well, at the time, who was going on trial? They wasn't charging anybody for her murder. But they kept saying it was
and everybody come up there and talk.
They kept saying it was an accidental death due to hypothermia. They didn't charge anybody. To this day, I haven't seen a record where anybody has gotten charged.
I don't understand that. How is it accidental due to hypothermia? I get that she was in the freezer. Yeah, I get that. But
because she didn't mean to die. She accidentally, according to coroner reports and the medical examiner reports, she accidentally stumbled upon an open freezer.
That's just
and
like
locked herself. You see what I'm saying?
That's just like saying I went to the penguin exhibit at the zoo and fell in their water.
And locked yourself in the.
No, not even fell in their water, and my body went into shock and I died. That's just like saying that shit's accidental.
Because it's like, how are you getting in a locked enclosure? How did you get there? So that's the bigger question. And that's the question that's on everybody's mind is how did you get here?
Bitch,
That's
she
the
caught the
question on
buzz.
everybody's mind. Huh?
Huh.
Mind blown. Be so for real.
My bad. I'm sorry. I don't even think nobody heard me. So we can move past it for real, for real. Hey, you know my humor is dark. It's horrible. My
It's
bad.
hate. Okay. So yeah. But and then lately, and we're gonna say this, and then I'll ask you if you have anything as far as scary therapy with this. Um, and then another thing we kind of want to dive into is from what I'm hearing and from my understanding is that funds begin to run low for mom. Mom blew through 10 million.
I don't understand how.
Hey,
I mean,
neither here nor there. Neither here
yeah,
nor there.
funeral costs and stuff like that, but
Which is 15 grand. You had 10 million. That
hey,
leaves you. That leaves you 945 million left.
hey, what you got to show for it?
Okay, so apparently, and I don't know the circumstances of their family. I don't know any of that, and I'm not going to judge that, but neither here nor there for us. Unfortunately, mom blew through that money, allegedly. And because she blew through that money, now she's talking. She's talking a lot too. And she's talking about how the lawyers silenced her and her family and how the police so remember last week I had said that the police released 36 hours of footage to the medical examiner and to the family only because at the time that was the research that I had and that's what it told me. The police never released the footage to the family. They still claimed to release it to the medical examiner because they had to get the time, but they never released it to the family. So mom never saw the footage of her walking into that freezer. So she talked about that. She also talked about how she had a mental breakdown. There was allegedly reports that she was walking down the middle of the street butt naked. And I'm not talking Little Nas X naked, her mom. I'm not talking Little Nas X naked where she had like underwear on and cowboy boots. No, she was like
Shorty was butt naked.
Shorty was bootay.
Butterball.
What they say? The stripper business starting in Africa. She was that.
And you talk about me, bro.
My bad. Respect. Sorry. Respect. I'm sorry. But yeah, they are saying that reports are allegedly saying that she was arrested because she was walking down to the Chicago street and she was butt naked. And her response to that was she had a mental breakdown. She didn't get what did she say? I'm trying to remember. And don't quote me verbatim, but she's saying that she didn't get the adequate justice for her daughter's death. And now her daughter is quote unquote hunting her to avenge or not avenge, but so that she can go back and seek justice for her death.
Girl, that's a whole bunch of malarkey.
Allegedly.
She's coming back and hunting your dumb ass for taking the 10 million. Sorry. My bad. I checked out for a minute. My bad. Sorry.
You get ready to get us killed.
Oh yeah,
Get ready to get us taken out the game. Not playing. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I had for the Kenneka Jenkins case. And we are after this, we're wrapping it up and we're gonna move forward to our next cold case, which we'll announce that soon. It'll be one of your cold cases, whatever you decide to do, Smiley Brazy. So whatever you decide to bring to the table is what we're gonna go with.
interesting.
It's okay. It's okay. You can lead it. You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Do you have any scary Parre?
Um. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we answered this, but I'm gonna ask it anyways.
Okay.
How does grief influence a person's ability to accept official conclusions?
Grief can make a person be in denial about conclusions. Grief can really cause a
Or what?
person, huh?
As far as what?
As far as being willing to accept what happened. Like let's take all this to account. Let's say the social media realm never existed. We never had social media FBI investigators, TikTokers, none of that. We never had that to help us dive into some of these cases. A lot of these families would just have to take the case as is. And grief will make it to where you are in denial about what actually happened. Like if we never had the TikTok world or the internet world to dive in to break down the case and to question everything, unfortunately, Kenneka's mother would just kind of be like, honestly, I think she would be like, dang, my daughter passed, but I got to take it for as it is because nobody's questioning what's going on. And grief will sometimes grief makes you question everything in itself.
Okay. Um. Oh. So, why do you think so many people distrust the official explanation?
Distrust the official explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I think so many people distrust the official explanation because the police have lied to us so many times.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily lying. I think it's just trying to, keep people out of certain things that don't have
Man,
nothing
listen,
to do with them.
this question is very touchy. And what I really want to say, I might get canceled for. And I'm just starting to grow my audience.
I mean, um, why do people feel a personal connection to victims they never met?
That's a very good question because I never understood that.
Is it
I
is
think
it because her color? What? Because she young? What?
and I think that's what a lot of this was.
My
I
bad.
think that's what a lot of this was for us was that Kenneka Jenkins could have been a Mila Wright. She could have been a Perry Thompson. She
You
could have
know
been
how
a
many
Paisley.
times, bro? You know how many times after this whole case, my mama didn't let me on her site?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's one of those things where we sympathize. One, we sympathize with the family because she was our age when this happened. We were just graduating high school. She was just graduating high school. She
No, we
was
wasn't
our
even
age.
graduated yet. It's happened what?
No, this happened 2017. We graduated 2016.
Oh,
Yeah. So she was just graduating. So it's easy to sympathize with that person or have empathy with that victim because that could have been you. It could have been me. We're both black women. We're both hey, we both like to go out, have a good time for a time or two. And she was
yeah,
just
but
young and having fun.
like, I don't know, like when CJ off of, get off your chest. He said you gotta know when to go home, like leave. You gotta know when to leave. When you get that feeling of when it's time to leave, leave.
Yeah, you got to know when to go home. However, when you're already 3 shots in and somebody has roofied your drink, you no longer know when to go home.
So what do you
And
do?
I think that's and I think that's why the world sympathized with her so bad because that baby never, and I mean never wanted to not go home. I sympathize. Just even talking about it kind of is pulling on my heartstrings because it's sad. because a lot happened to that girl that night. And if that witness statement, that alleged witness statement we have is factual, a lot happened to that girl that night.
Do
She
you
was
think
ruthless. She was.
you think they ever take this out of cold case file and actually do something with that witness statement?
No. No.
If they did, what you think? How you think it's gonna play out?
It's they can't. Okay, so it happened in 20. If they're going to do anything about it, they have to do something about it this year. Once it hits 2027, I think we get into like a statute of limitations with the years of between the crime and the person. So I think once it gets to 10 years old, they no longer can do anything with it. And that sucks.
I mean, it's been 10 years. What? I'm not gonna say justice
But
ain't justice, but it's just like it's been 10 years. What do you want us to do? Besides tell you what you kind of already know. And
they
what is the
want
man? What is the man picking up the man that did it? What is that gonna do?
give you a peace of mind, because how many other girls has he done this to that we don't that actually lived but couldn't tell the story because they were too inebriated to know? You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it gives you a peace of mind of knowing he's gone, he's locked up. Give him the chair. Like, yeah. Okay, I got time for one more.
Um.
And if you don't have one more, that is totally okay.
What's the psychological impact of never receiving answers that feel complete?
The reason why it's fucking with our brain now. We don't know what happened to this girl. She's not allowed to tell us. There's the truth. There is her story. There's the person who did it. She's not alive. We don't know who did it. We will never get the truth.
Yeah.
You see how that kind of fucks with you?
I
That kind
mean,
of
but that's
messes
the
with your.
thing. Some people, they still have their mind wrapped around it and still want to figure out what's going on. When it initially happened, yeah, I wanted to figure out what happened. But it's like after so long and so the periodic of time, you're not really thinking about that shit no more.
Right.
Because so much other shit done happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like I don't know, I don't want to say it's like, we forgot or anything, but it's just like this shit didn't happen
But
to other girls.
I think that's why these podcasts are so important, because they keep the story alive. They keep her name alive. And yes, I know it's hard for the families and the victims' families and their parents and stuff like that to keep hearing how these podcasters are diving into the story and everything. But we care. We care, we care, we care, because we want to know what happened and why. And I know it's like some things you're not going to get an answer to, and that's okay. But man, like for instance, one of the cases that I would like for us to dive into is the Shaquilla Robinson case.
That was the next one. That's what I was going to show you.
Oh, okay. And so for those of you guys who don't know who Shaquilla Robinson is, she was the girl who was over in Mexico with her friends, and
but that
she
one was
did not
solved.
come. That one was solved. That one was solved. But I want to dive. The only reason why I want to dive into it is because there's some therapy things in there that I would like to merge with Scary Parre. So, yeah. But other than that, I don't have anything else. What about you? All right, you ready for the closing?
Yeah.
I got a script. The death of Kenneka Jenkins became more than a case. It became an internet obsession, a conspiracy rabbit hole, a conversation about negligence, and a symbol of mistrust in official investigations. Whether you believe the official ruling or whether you think there's more beneath the surface, one truth remains. Kenneka Jenkins should still be alive today. And for many people, that alone is why this case refuses to die. I want to thank you all for tuning into the Scary Parre Podcast. If you haven't already, head on over to the Scary Parre YouTube page, like this video, subscribe to the podcast, turn on your notification bell so you know when we're live, because pretty soon we're going to be off of the Facebook channels. If you also haven't already, make sure you scan this QR code and book your appointment for Wands and Ledger's tax solutions. Get on in on that tax penalty bonus. They are helping you guys with that. Sign up, and you can use code Parre T. My name right there. Somewhere. Right there. My name. You can use my name right there, Parre T, in your discount code as a referral or in your referral code. Aside from that, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Myla B, let them know where they can find you.
My bad, it wasn't that. You can find me on literally everywhere. My Facebook gonna come back eventually. I don't know. Instagram s.myla_. Snapchat SmilaB. Twitter go stupid. Smila with an S at the end. So Smilas. Yeah.
Alrighty, and you guys can follow me on Instagram at Parre T Management. You can add me on Facebook at Parre Thompson and at TikTok at Parre P. You can follow me on Twitch at Parre Plays because I'll be playing all these games. And you can also follow my gaming duo, Gaming Heaven 100. He is on the path to Twitch, being a Twitch partner. Follow us. Quit playing. Follow us and subscribe. And on that note, thanks for watching Scary Parre. I did the toddlers and tiara thing. All right, bye guys.